Well, good morning, everybody. Back out to beehives today. Going to do a little inspection, and I also have to do a mite treatment. Now, unless by some weird chance you're not going to get to see my beautiful mug today, because I don't want to move the camera around and all kinds of juicy stuff. But here we go. Obviously, you can see me dorking around on the top of the hive. We'll get this strap off and go to work. I do need to flip the viewer over so I can see what you guys are saying. But gave the bees a little puff of smoke in the entrance. Going to give them a little bit here underneath the lid. Ooh. I got this top cover stuck, which usually doesn't happen because there's no bees up here. They're all underneath my ventilation box. But here we go, a little smoke through the holes in there. Grab up the old hive tool and see what we can figure out. I am going to end up going into both boxes today because I do have to treat both brood chambers. So got this crack loose, a little smoke there. These are the bees on the bottom. This is the ventilation cover that I made. I've got hardware cloth around those holes so that the bees can't get up into this box. And then there's holes along the end to give it ventilation. I think I did a good job controlling something called bearding this year. Don't see a queen, so I'm going to set this one over here out of the way. All the bees are down there. Let's see, I've only got about 5 frames of bees up here on the top. My smoker's acting like it wants to go out. Well, what the deal is, oh, there we go. Got a little smoke rolling now. Now I'm going to pull a couple hives and pull a couple frames out here, see what we got going on. The chances of the queen being all the way out here on the end are pretty slim, so I get that one out and then I start making room. That way I can separate the frames and not take a chance of rolling the queen. Now, you guys are going to love this frame. This is what it's all about. Our honey there. But it's not as capped off as I thought it was. I thought it was clear full. But they're actually still drawing this one out. So we'll throw that back down in there. See what this next one looks like. It's getting drawn out still. Got a little bit of honey on it. Some there and some over here. There's that side. Now, there may be just a little trickle of a flow still going. I've got a lot of goldenrod, a lot of flowers that are blooming out here. So they're still getting a little bit. But pretty much whatever's in there is what's in there now. Let's see here. Got a lot of pollen. All this, I don't know if you can see this different colored yellow stuff in here. That's pollen. Up top there is the honey. What I'm looking for is, one, just see how many stores they have, and two, to make sure that I've got a queen that's still laying. Now, I don't have to actually find the queen. I want to find eggs, which is proof of the queen. So we'll just kind of keep working our way apart here. When I get to the brood, which is where the queen's laying, I'll have to break out my little Apivar strips, which is what I'm using to treat the Varroa mite. Now, a lot of brood there, and the back side of the frame looks the same. Let's see if we got some eggs in here anywhere. I see some very, very tiny larvae, but I don't see any eggs. So right here's one place I'm going to put a Apivar strip, and right here you're going to see where I've already got one in here. There needs to be 2 in each brood box stuck into the brood, and I've got one that's already in here, and I'm going to add another one. Okay, more brood and more eggs. I think you guys can see the brood there. So I've got everything I need to complete my inspection. Okay, I found resources, and I have found proof of a laying queen. So I'm going to go ahead and break out an Apivar strip. We're going to stick it down into this box, and then pull this box up and do the same thing downstairs. Now this method of treating for mites, I forget, I think you leave these strips in here like 46 days, 48 days, something like that. And as the bees brush by them, they get poison on them that kills the Varroa mite. And then I also just ordered my vaporizer for my oxalic acid. I may come back in October. Actually here, well, the strips will still be in. There you go, you yank them all out and throw them all on the hive. I may still treat with oxalic acid, is what I was trying to get to where I could say. Just fold this strip in half, separate that, and we said we had brood here and here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a look at this frame. I can't remember if we had brood on it or not. No, we do not. So I'm going to slap this Apivar strip right down in here. There you go, just kind of feed that down in there. This little tab here will hold it just like you see on this other one. And we're going to yank this box off and head downstairs. Notice that I don't have a lot of bees flying up. They're not coming up out of the hive at me or anything. This hive right here is really gentle. I really like the way they do business. I see people that work their bees wearing no bee suits or anything, and I always think they're crazy. But like I say, this hive is pretty gentle. So get that in there, get that broke. We'll give the girls a little bit of smoke down here. Once I get it broke apart enough that I can lift it up. There we go. Alright, now can y'all still see this box down here? No, you can't. Let me drop you down a little bit. Let's see, has that got it? Almost. A little bit more. Alright, that should be golden. Yep. So, it's kind of a wash and repeat deal. I'm just going to come in here and pull some frames, check for brood. I do not have to check for eggs because I know the queen's in here. And here's a frame that I really want you guys to take a look at. Look at this frame of honey. These are the stores that's going to get the bees through the winter. And then I'm also going to do some feeding this year, just to make sure. Here we're going to have another frame of honey come up out. Got a little bit of pollen in there. I don't know what's going on with this frame because it looks to be completely empty. So we'll have to pull it up and see what's going on. Really like there's nothing on this frame. What are we doing, girls? There literally is absolutely nothing on this frame. Now, I don't know if y'all can see right down here, this bee has got the really yellow pouches on it, and there's some over here. That's where they're still bringing in pollen, and you can see pollen across the top of the frame and a little bit of brood. But I don't know why this side of the frame, I mean, it's drawn, but there is nothing there. No eggs, no pollen, no honey, no larvae, no nothing. Next frame going across. Oh, I've got 2 queen cells in here. Nothing in either one. Kind of makes me nervous. I may have to start looking for a queen. But like I say, I saw a bunch of eggs in that top box, so I know she's laying. Another queen cell. I am so not happy. I ain't seeing a whole lot of brood. Going to have to get my mentor, Jonathan Hargis. Got a YouTube channel called The Hive Doctor. I have to get him to check this video out and tell me what's going on. I've got no eggs at all down here, and certainly not much larva. Or I'm sorry, not much capped brood. There's another nice frame of honey. And then same. So, wow, what do I do now? One thing I might need to do is move that smoker. I've got open frames in here that I've been talking about that have nothing on them. But the queen is eventually going to get back down here and lay. So I'm going to go ahead and put a strip in right here. And then I'm also going to put the second strip in down here. I know, not a whole lot of talking. I kind of run out of things to say. But we'll get this place put back together, buttoned up, and we'll call it a deal. I am going to have to stay on top of this and see what's going on with those queen cells, and also what's going on with the lack of brood. I know the queen does slow down this time of year because they want fewer mouths to feed in the winter. But I'm still kind of surprised that there's that little of brood. Like I say, we had brood upstairs and had fresh eggs, so get this all set up, set this other box on, and this is a deal. Probably I could go ahead and get rid of this while I'm in here. This is just propolis, and it ends up sticking frames together and makes it hard to get things apart sometime. But anyway, that's kind of about it for this one. Get my box top back on. Make sure I don't go squishing any bees. It'll be on to the next time. I got one more to do. Well, I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch my video. And well, and that's kind of about it. Raise this back up. Maybe I'll actually step into the shot and let you see me. That way I can tell all you guys thanks for stopping by and have a great day.